On tonight's show, we go back to Route 66 and continue our road trip series and end it at the Santa Monica Pier in Los Angeles as we continue on historic Route 66. Next on America's #1 road trip television show, it's Jan Scott Tonight.
In remembering Route 66, we really create the possibility of remembering a great deal about New Mexico's history in the 20th century. To Harrison, Jann, this anticipates. In some ways, I guess we can say that the 50s, given the America's need to get to a life that was not fraught with the anxieties of depression, of the loss of life in World War II, and you also get the threat, as it was perceived in small towns, of the interstate highway system. The initial plan of the interstate highway system was to link communities of 50,000 or more, so that these small towns actually were faced with a road that would be well away from them.
Memories of Route 66, mainly crossing it to go to the Highland Theater when I went to the movies there for a dime back in those days. But one special thing that sticks out in my mind was watching President Kennedy in a motorcade on Route 66 back in about 1960. To me, that was something very special.
We at the New Mexico Lottery will continue to raise the money for the education.
That's great.
There's no place on earth that I'd rather be today than right here in Albuquerque. It's a tremendous weekend. It's one all of us who love Route 66, from Texas, from Canada, from California, from New York, all of us have been waiting for this weekend. And we're going to seize it, we're going to grab it, we're going to eat it in big gulps and bites, and we're going to digest it ever so slowly. And we're
Consequently, we love 66 and our happy memories of it. That's why we have been working to preserve the history of the route and the memories of the men and women who labored to shape our New Mexico earth, gravel, and rock. Hard, hard rock, as you can see going through the canyon of Big Cuts into America's highway. We hope one day soon to see a large sculptural memorial monument dedicated to Route 66 and these road building pioneers.
Bailey, all invited guests.
All right, 30 seconds on you in your wheelchair. What's the deal? Who are you?
My name is Joan Jones. I'm the co-chair of the West Gateway celebration for 75th anniversary of Route 66.
You actually ride this wheelchair on 66?
Yeah, I have. I've ridden it on 66 more than once.
Which part?
West Central area.
Really
and I will be, I haven't been mistaken for a parade, yes. So, yeah, I'm driving up and down there, going to shopping centers.
Oh, cool. Oh my God, it feels like a 52. Not exactly. So this is the new Corvette. They're going to try to put it out maybe next year. It's a concept car, right?
It's a concept car.
Look at the front of this Corvette. It's it looks like a 52.
Looks like a 53.
53.
53, yeah, with the first Corvette.
And it's sitting on a frame of a Z5 2001 Corvette?
It's sitting on a C5 chassis. Basically, nothing has been done to the chassis to change it in any way, shape, or form.
Look at this shifter. So does this moves forward? How does it? Are they electric or what?
Yeah, they're powered. Yeah.
Oh, they're powered. Will it move forward or no? What kind of transmission is it?
Six-speed manual.
Six-speed manual.
Production. Yep.
Pretty cool. And the interior basically is an old-style interior?
It's been changed. We have a new red topper pad here for the interior.
So this drives?
Oh, this is drivable car.
So you going to let me take it out?
No.
Right over here. You let me take the car out. Let's drive it down Central Avenue. Let's start racing some of these sons of bitches that think they have fast cars.
Right.
Huh? We'll kick butt. Should he let me take it out? Just throw on the block. Come on. Where are the keys? Huh? Have you driven it?
Yes.
They let you? Well,
yeah.
Let me drive it.
Yeah.
Let me drive. All right. Let's talk about the rear.
The lamps. And it's basically the exhaust tips, as you see, are hidden underneath the vehicle. Restyled. The original exhaust tips are now the backup lights on the vehicle. And basically it's been totally restyled to, again, capture the nostalgia while bringing forward the future technology.
Is it going to run? Are you guys going to drive this today at all? Or?
We're going to drive it tomorrow.
And here's an older Corvette.
Well, here's the Aztec in July of 2001, the Aztec Motel. And now here's a picture of it when it looked in 1931 when it opened. I want you to watch more television.
Oh yeah, they're all right. Yeah.
What? You want to see Hysteria now or later?
Okay, now it's good.
The cars in the checkpoint right now are Waterloo. They're going to leave at 142. Kansas State's leaving at 253. And MIT leaves at 341. And all four of these came in the last very, very close together. Rose Holman would leave at 402, Minnesota, 407, Arizona, 411, and then Principia at 412. So it's going to be.
Yes, they do. But they have a mandatory 2.5 hours stop here, so they're going to charge the whole time they're here. We are leaving. We left Chicago on July 15th at 9 a.m. and we will arrive at LA on the 25th. That's 2,300 miles. In Australia, Crowder College took a car to Australia and had a really good time, and they started sponsoring or trying to get sponsors together to start a United States version of that. And they ran cars in 90, 93, 95, 97, 99, and now 2001. The sponsors have changed, and now this is called the Americans.
The checkpoint here at the Solar Race in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Cars are coming in. There are 8 in now. We're going to have a look at them next on this edition of Route 66. What? This is what? God. No, you should have a plug in there that you can, that if that's in your garage, you can just plug it in.
Photographers Jane Bernard and Polly Brown spent 2 years on Route 66, and they have a show called Don't Forget Winona at the Magnifico Gallery here in Albuquerque.
Rank. You spent too long on Route 66.
I was in the desert. We shot outside of Holbrook, Arizona, and Holbrook has these wonderful it has a dinosaur museum, but these wonderful dinosaurs beside the road, and it's quite startling when you come upon them because they're very real looking. Driving east, the sun was setting behind us, and I was in the passenger seat, Jane was driving, and I saw the light of the setting sun on the back of these trucks. So I had my camera in my lap and I grabbed it, and Jane was driving, and I leaned out the window, and she was trying to position the car for the perfect shot. And posters, and we couldn't find anything. We finally walked into this bar, and I have never met a stranger bunch of dudes in my life in this bar. It's called the Y Bar because it was at the crotch of this Y in the road.
Yeah.
And this woman ran it, and it was like somebody's home you walked in. but you know, there were all these bottles everywhere. And then there was this dude rancher.
Route 66 is like that. It's like everything of everybody's living room.
It is. We spent the whole evening in the Y bar.
Why?
Why we spent it in the Y bar, I don't know, but we couldn't find Mickey Mantle anywhere.
Albuquerque now begins the neon bus tour and the neon car tour, famous for its neon on Route 66.
Right. What's that? Right now. Hey.
In Albuquerque, the car parade has begun. 200 cars traveling 15 miles on Central Avenue here on Old Route 66. And they're doing it in the rain, and we're all here to cover it and to bring it to you. The 75th anniversary of Route 66 and the cars, classic cars. Did you ride the road in that thing? Huh? It looks like a Route 66 car. That was 6-cylinder, right? Yeah. Well, this is an old LaSalle car, one of the nicest ones at the auto show here at the New Mexico State Fairgrounds for the 75th Jubilee anniversary of Route 66. But look at this. It is a beauty. Were you surprised? Very surprised. What you're doing, and you can even talk about the Bunyan Run.
My name is David Williams. I have an internet website, route66.com. That's my interest in Route 66, and For the 75th anniversary, I wanted to do something to help promote and preserve the road. So the original promotion of Route 66 was called the Bunyan Derby, held in 1928. So for the 75th anniversary, I'm doing the Bunyan Run from Chicago to Santa Monica. I started May 5th, and I hope to finish September 5th. It's a 2,500-mile run, and I'm doing this solo, but with the help of Route 66 Association members, Route 66 businesses who helped me advance down the road. It's been a great...
Very pretty, nice car. Wow. 64, very nice.
As well, but you don't need to live in the past. You need to savor this old road's colorful history, but you certainly need to experience the highway in the here and now. You need to look for that old road, but embrace the new. And don't just give the highway and its people, like these good folks here, lip service. You need to walk the walk, you need to talk the talk. You need to roll up your sleeves, figuratively and literally, and you need to go to work. You need to fight the good fight to save the road. You need to...
You really are just ran it out.
Nice. What size motor does this have?
455.
455, it is, huh? The big one. What is this anyways?
1951 Mercury. Had it for 50 years.
What's that?
I bought it brand new in 1951.
You bought this in 51?
That's correct, sir. And I used to truck road to road all the time.
Wow. What is this, a 54 Ford? 53. Woo! Got that flathead sound. Here comes the neon bus tour behind us. We got 4 buses, neon buses. They're everywhere. And the big car show here on Route 66 in Albuquerque. Neon buses, the neon bus tour, and the classic cars touring.
The local ones, the state, regional, federal officials, make sure that they're concerned about preservation issues. Make sure they know you're concerned about preservation issues and about saving this very critical band of American culture.
Raining. Hey.
Now, baby.
Yeah, baby, work it. Woo! Here at the Jones Motor Company, they used to sell Fords. It's now Kelly's Restaurant. Talking with Ned O'Malley, Dr. Ned O'Malley, PhD, professor of world religions, and he teaches religious studies of Route 66 at...
Jann, I do a number of things. One, my favorite thing is being the spam judge at the New Mexico State Fair.
From Route 66 here at the New Mexico State Fairgrounds. There's an artist and writers exposition, all part of the Grand Jubilee 75th anniversary of Route 66. On our Route 66 television series continues from Albuquerque. Go on in here, Roger. It's our old friend Jim Ross. He did the maps. Remember, we use these all the time.
Remember, I do remember.
Jen Scott.
I do remember Jen Scott. I have a copy of one of your programs on my video shelf at home.
We you know, this map is appearing in everything.
And it's a comprehensive accounting of the road in Oklahoma.
Do you still
on Amazon.com?
Oh, yeah. Because none of the other damn maps work. Unless you have Mike Vitel's map of Santa Fe. He's the only one who's ever...
Set in a small town in Missouri in the 1950s. It's about growing up.
Keep going.
Going for walks out into the countryside to discover new things, trying to set up a store for kids, and of course finding out about sex. The great mystery of...
On Route 66? We can't talk about that on TV. You're on, kid.
My name is John Padgett, and I've directed a series of films on Route 66. More.
It intrigued me so much, even though I wasn't a native of St. Louis. Shelley Graham, and I'm from St. Louis, and I have two books here today. One is from 1998, and it's Return to Route 66, and it's 22 photographs from 8 states. And that's in Lexington, Massachusetts right now. I don't know if you want to...
Oh, that dog. That dog fell out of my truck.
He was a nice dog. Smiling, happy, and now he has a fresh coat of paint and a baseball hat, which is nice. What else do we have?
What's the other book?
Oh, you want to see my latest book, which came out last year, and it's called Tales from the Coral Court, Photos and Stories from a Lost Route 66 Landmark. And it's all about one motel, the notorious No-Tell Motel, with a touch of class.
Get out of here. Oh my God, it's the famous Route 66 cookbook.
The book came out first in 1992 after I heard the wonderful story of Amboy, California that Buster Burris had on TV one day, and I knew I had to do a cookbook.
So did you get like greasy spoon recipes
These
from...
are greasy spoons. These are the wonderful places that people remember forever, the one-of-a-kinds. I don't want any of the chains.
Do you have any Pops Hicks recipes?
Oh yes, we have Pop Hicks recipes, the English pot pie recipe from the original... Not from the original owner, the most recent owner of Pop Hicks. And the second book came out as regional food because, you know, food changes along the way. Albuquerque's one way, and you eat in Illinois, and you eat, or Oklahoma, and you eat...
Well, the publisher is putting out a new line, truck stop series or something. I'm not sure exactly what they call it, but they're going to have the little spinner racks.
Oh, really?
In the gift sections, and they'll shape the enthusiast color series. So there's going to be a bunch of those for sale as well. Hopefully this will stay in print too.
You want to talk about how you got them and what's up?
Yeah, basically, Tim and I hit the road in June and spent about almost a month.
You've been drinking a lot, haven't you?
We've been drinking tons. We're pretty much.
I'm sorry, excuse me. You knocked me over. Cut that out!
Pretty much every story we tell starts with, well, first of all, we were all drunk, and then this happened. But, you know, basically, we just, everything that we thought might look cool or whatever, we just stop over and pull and shoot.
I know her. I miss him. This happens all the time. Here, Raj.
Harlow's book, he has the whole series out. Dan is in the bar.
There you go. Just
here?
Yeah, right here. This is good. All right.
Step right up. Well, I'm delighted to be with you. I'm Michael Wallace, the author of this book, originally published in 1990 by St. Martin's Press.
Yeah.
And I'm happy to say that now, in this great anniversary year, we've come out with an anniversary edition. A total update section has been added, telling about what's going on the road in the last decade, since this renaissance started. There's a logbook in here, a chronology of great dates of the road, and there's a salute to the angels of the road, the people of 66 who have died in the past 10 years. And there's a fine little thumbnail profile of my old friend Bob Waldmeyer in here in the new edition. So lots of new bells and whistles, 60 new color photos, and it's a good way to celebrate the anniversary of everybody's favorite highway.
All right, now. Okay.
Rise.
Thank you. It's so good to see you. So good to meet you. I can't believe it.
Fine. Get a hold of yourself.
There you go. That pretty much treats you like a god. Does it go to your head at all, or are you
Not at all. Because you know what? It's a very democratic road, and it's a down-to-earth road. I'm a down-to-earth guy. And
You are.
It's like, you know, this is like the extended family.
People do that to me. People that know me and see that actually like video series, they just throw themselves right in front of my car, just kill themselves. In Arizona.
I did. I
Yep.
couldn't believe that anybody would want to buy it.
How are they doing out there? Is it still the Route 66? Come here and talk to us on tape.
I have a mail order business.
Oh, really?
And I vend occasionally along the road. And
You have any Zippo lighters?
no, I had one that I gave to a collector from Europe. Someone had given it to me. But I had it in a display case, and I think he was a good customer. He had bought a lot of stuff, and he saw that Zippo lighter in the case, and I just gave it to him because it was just one more artifact on display there. Most of it, yeah. So
It's
that's
our
about
old
the
friend
extent of my
Bob Waldemeier, not Buzz. Bob.
Not Bill.
Not Bill, and he moved from Arizona back to Oklahoma, writing a book about your dad.
Well,
Cozy
that's a
dog.
nice thought to move back to Oklahoma, but I had to go on to Illinois.
Oh.
I'd have rather moved back to Oklahoma than to Illinois.
Will they not let you in Oklahoma?
In fact, no, I went through there.
Yeah.
But I can tell you an interesting story about going across Oklahoma in my bus. Got not held up at gunpoint, but stopped by the police. I was in my school bus. It was at midnight. And that was a
Bob. It's Bob. I don't know.
I'm the city editor, assistant editor for the Daily Press, which is a daily paper in the Victorville, Apple Valley area, in Victorville, California.
Wow, you live in the Mojave Desert.
Yep, and love it.
Oh my God. Wait a minute.
That photograph there is the last night at the Lost Hog Saloon in Oro Grande, right on Route 66.
Into the moon, beneath the silver stars above. Love it to the moon. And Kim Rosendahl. And,
All right, Kim, you're on Kid Hit It.
Okay, we want to invite you to Springfield, Illinois, September 27th through 29th, 2002, for the International Route 66 Mother Road Festival.
All right.
Springfield's a Filipino. We don't have many of my people there.
Nice. I'm the author of this book, Traveling the New Historic Route 66 of Illinois. I'm also the chairman of the Preservation Committee for the state of Illinois.
Did you get my beautiful face?
I did.
Can we get here?
The makeup of you that you cannot get rid of.
No, absolutely not.
My cell phone number is 505.
Waiting for a train.
This is your doll waiting for a train?
Yep. This is in Jane Mansfield's bed in the Exotic. Let's see. Beanery, that's where Janis Joplin had her last shot of Southern Comfort before she died.
We've been there. We have that on our TV series. All right, no. Yeah.
Roadkill Lulu.
Where's this one now? Wait. Oh.
Lulu, slutty girl of the road, Route 66.
Hey, I was a dust bowl, baby. Now I'm a dust bowl legacy.
We're a growth management organization advocating for better growth management laws in New Mexico that will benefit all New Mexicans.
So you want New Mexico to turn into L.A.? No.
No, I don't think anybody wants New Mexico to turn into L.A.
Okay, anytime.
Okay, my name is Tom Furterbar. I started shooting Route 66 many years ago, back in 1947 when I was a kid.
Truly, the story of Route 66 is the road itself and the people who live on it.
We know Sam McLean. We stay in Tucumcari at the Blue Swallow, and we do a long day's trip out to the Cadillac Ranch,
out to the Big Texan Steakhouse.
Has any of your students eaten this 48-ounce
I would
steak?
like to announce to the world that Simon Goldfine, this March 2001, sat down with determination, planning, and there's a web page on tips to eat the big steak.